Hello. Good evening to you. Hello. Come on in the room. Aw, you so want to talk to me. Please visit my website and let's schedule something, Missy. Check. Hello and good evening. Hi, how are you? Yes, very soon. Okay, I look forward to it. I look forward to it. Hello to you too. Mummy, okay, hello. Take that. Oh, my mummy Dawn. It's a good mystical Monday. Hello, goody. Well, hello, New York City. You set your alarm so you wouldn't miss it. Thank you. I appreciate it. You love, stay tuned. I got all kinds, all colors, textures, styles. Just that's my thing. I'm the ponytail queen. Hey, Patricia, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Hope you're doing well also. You guys are coming on in this room tonight, huh? We got some stuff to talk about tonight. Yes, we do. Hold on, I'm trying to set my little alarm, you guys, because I get long-winded. Y'all know how I do. Okay. Yep, you made it in time. Yes, you did. For those of you who watched the replay, um, this is the part where I wait for everybody to come, so you may want to fast forward it a little bit, just so you don't have to sit and watch me say hello to every all the people as they come in the room. Yay! For those of you who are coming in the room right now, if you've been here before, this information resonates with you, just give me a thumbs up already, just because you're here, and I appreciate you coming back. You can take it back at the end if you don't like the message, but do it now before you forget. Give me my thumbs up right now, doggone it. Thank you. I saw one girl on YouTube. She was begging the people. She was like, please, can y'all subscribe and follow and give me a like or a thumbs up, please? I said, no, I'm not going to beg the people, but I'm going to keep reminding you all because I forget that part. I guess us creators, we live for these thumbs ups. Let's see, what time is it? 9:06. Okay, let's give these people 2 more minutes and then we shall start. Yay! You guys should have seen me. I was running in here like it was a fire. I was out taking a walk and looked at my watch and I'm like, oh my God, I got like 20 minutes. I was flying in here. Gotta make it in here for these mystical Mondays. Hmm. Okay, all right. Tonight is a good night. Everybody feeling okay? Everybody feeling all right? Ooh, my nose is itching. That means my angels are all around me. Ooh, that means the message is gonna be good tonight, y'all. When this nose starts twitching, y'all know how they get. Look, it's red. Ooh, yeah. Yes, you're good, V. That's good. Okay, one more minute and then we will begin, people. So we got V and a Rose and Sharon and Pat and Bajorn and David and Ariel and yay! All right. First, let me first start by thanking those of you who have left comments in the comments section, both on the replay as well as during the chat. You can't see the chat once it's over. But for those of you who go back and watch or watch the replay and you um, give comments or ask questions, thank you so much. I like to engage with you guys even after we've completed the live because sometimes then is when I have some of my like aha moments are during those questions and I get to kind of interact with you guys for those of you who are not comfortable talking on the live. So please, 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 when this is over, if you have a comment or a question that wasn't answered, please go back and put it in the comment section. I always answer those. I try to answer or comment on everything on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and now Pinterest. I'm on Pinterest now. But this is a lot, you guys. This is a whole lot. And so I'm trying to get in the flow of being attentive to you guys across platforms. But the YouTube, I really try to get to because this is where I literally do my class format. So please leave comments, questions, or anything that you'd like to say in the comments section that are of high vibration, of course, or I will delete it. I censor the stuff that you guys put in. I ain't ashamed to tell you that because this is a high vibe channel. So just so you know that. Hi, hello to you, Miss Michelle. Glad you made it too. Okay, so let me get started. All right, for those of you who are new, my name is Dr. Dawn. I am an intuitive guide and spiritual messenger. And what that means is I am the go between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. I'm the one in the middle, getting the messages from spirit, relaying it to you guys. On Monday nights, I relay it to the collective, meaning all of you who are watching now and both on the replay. In my coaching sessions, I do it on a one on one basis. I introduce you to your spirit team. I am the go between your spirit team and you, giving you the information that your team feels that you need to know that is pertinent right now on your journey to help move you forward, help you heal these subconscious wounds, and to help you manifest your desires. Okay. So that's who I am. And so tonight we're going to, oh, and this is Mystical Monday for you guys who didn't know. We talk about mystical concepts, concepts that are not usually spoken about in a formal kind of context, meaning in a doctrine type approach. So this is not a religion, this is spirituality, okay? And so if you don't know the difference, well, we can't go through all that right now, but just know this is a spiritual channel, okay? So tonight we are going to be talking about your soul's blueprint, okay? Because everybody always goes, do you do past life readings? And how do I know like what happened to me in a past life? And how do I know what I should be working on? And just all these questions, right? So we're going to get to that. But first, I want to start with something that was in the news. You guys know I usually don't touch the news, right? Because the news is shown where on the television, where they tell lies to your vision, to your ears, okay? And what we mean by that is not that the information that they're presenting is not current or accurate as it took place. Yeah, it probably happened, but we have to pull back the veil and understand what is really going on when we are presented with information in the mass media. Okay. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the big thing. You guys know the big thing, the ruling on abortion. All right. So everybody's up in arms about that. Now, what do we know when it comes to mass media and the collective when something is presented, right? We know there's more to it than actually what we see on the television. There's a message, a spiritual meaning always behind everything you see on the television because the television is designed to keep the collective at a certain frequency. The television doesn't want you guys to raise your frequency and vibration and to elevate and to ascend and to move into the fifth dimension. Television doesn't want you to do that. It wants you to stay in the lower frequencies of fear, anger, hurt, sadness, pain, all of that. That's why it's set up that way. So when this ruling came out, the first emotion that came across the airwaves, now it was split, right? Some people were angry at the ruling and some people were rejoicing. We had two kind of sets of emotions going on. But I want you guys to push those emotions to the side. Now we're literally pushing them to the side. We're pulling back the curtain. Now let me walk you through this. If abortion is no longer allowed in most of the states, forcing women to have babies. Let's put this together, you guys, okay? The planet is undergoing a massive collective awakening. We know that we are collectively as a group becoming aware of what's going on here, and we are increasing our frequency. Guess what, you guys? There's a new wave of souls that are coming. You guys know I've talked to you before about the rainbow star seeds, right? We know that they're here. They've been coming here since the late 90s, early 2000s. Okay, they've been coming in. They're here. All right. In addition to them, there's another soul group that's coming. They haven't gotten a name yet. We haven't named them yet. Now, between the rainbow star seeds and these new souls that are coming, oh, they coming with a frequency that's going to give this planet a big bang for its buck. But they got to get here. They have to get here. They must arrive in bulk, like in huge amounts. So, how do you get these souls to come in? You got to make it where they must be forced to come through the portal. Now, wait a minute, ladies. Wait a minute, women. Don't get mad at me. Hold on, because I believe in a woman's right to choose. We got that. Okay. We're pulling that back for what is the bigger context. Now, this is not saying that the legislation will stay the way it is. Maybe some things coming to change this. Because again, remember, we're dealing with things on this planet now that are causing a little bit of a ruckus and a shift to clear away some of the old lower vibrational frequencies we've been operating under. Okay. And so the powers that be don't want this to happen, right? Because the goal for them is to not allow us to have freedom. Can y'all see the pattern here? Freedoms are being taken one by one by one. We started with that good old what? That good old shot that they tried to make everybody get, right? Now we're moving to what? A woman not having the right to choose in terms of having a child or not having a child, okay? The rights are going to keep coming one by one by one by one by one by one because the goal is to try to stagnate us, okay? Now, put that to the side because we know that that's happening, all right? I want you to understand there's going to be a massive um um a massive group of souls that are going to be coming to the planet in the next couple of years. This is a way for them to get here, to secure them getting in here. Now, it looks bad on the surface because it looks like our rights are being taken, looks like people are going to be made to do things they don't want to do, but these souls are collectively coming to shift and change things and shake it up. and to assist with maintaining the freedom of the planet, because the planet right now is under siege. It's under siege. It's under siege, but the light is winning. Let me explain that, because how can it be under siege, Dawn, and the light is winning? The light is collectively watching and allowing all of these things to happen, because you guys got to realize everything that happens on this planet is about perspective. It's how you perceive it, it's how you see it, it's how you understand it to be. Okay. And so for all the turmoil that is happening right now, all the things that we say are bad, all of the things that we say are disrupting, corrupting, making this planet go backwards, the light is going to take these things and shift them and flip them so that they work for your good. Okay. You don't see it, but we're going to walk through it as it happens. Okay. All right, that's the first thing I wanted to point out to you. Always watch the television, not with these eyes, you guys. You got to pull these eyes back and pull back the curtain and peek your head through and say, now what's really going on up in here? What's really happening? Why is this legislation going through? What's the real goal? What's the end game? What's the big picture? That's what you always have to ask yourself. Okay. Don't feed into the script of the narrative and the play that is being presented in front of you. It is part of the game. The game is designed to make you forget the illusion that's taking place in front of you. Okay. Don't get caught up in it. Stay aligned, meaning connected to the source, meaning connected to that system within you, that guidance system that's always alerting you and telling you, don't panic, don't worry, stay centered. Okay. Remember, you guys, when we were going through COVID, everybody was panicking. People were like, oh, I'm going to lose my job. Oh, I'm going to say, stay steady, you guys. It's going to pass. It's going to pass. It was designed to scare you. It was designed to force you. It was designed to keep you in a state of unrest, to keep that vibration low. Okay. Everything that's coming at you is designed to keep pulling you down low, keep keeping you down low in frequency. Try not to allow it. This one was a big one, right? This one, if you're a woman, oh my God, you guys, my nose. If you were a woman this time, this one really shook you to the core. But stay in alignment. Stay in alignment and understand the big picture. Don't let it rock you. Don't let it shake you. Okay, I had to start off with that one first. Okay. All right. Next, let's move into the blueprint. I love that word, blueprint. Ha ha ha. All of you have a blueprint, a map that is created, coordinated, and organized, okay, before you got here by you and your team. Right now, it is very important for you guys to tap into your blueprint, because a lot of you are down here navigating like you literally can't see in front of you and don't know which direction you're going. You don't have to do that. All right. Now is the time where you get in touch and in contact with who you are and why you're here. Because as you can see, this earthly planet is forever changing. And there's a lot of things happening, and a lot of you are part of the changes that are taking place. And so now we need to connect with our blueprints. Okay. All right. How many of you knew you had a blueprint? Raise your hand. If you have any questions in terms of what a blueprint is, let me break that down a little bit. So we have thousands of lives. Okay. We all have thousands of lives. Most of us are simultaneously, no, all of us are simultaneously living multiple lives in this same moment in different dimensions. Okay. They're all being recorded on a database, a huge database. So there are thousands of dawns. There's more than one of me in multiple different dimensions that are happening simultaneously. I'm in a lot of places and I'm attached to a database which is recording all of my experiences and my activities across all of these dimensional fields. Okay, you got that? Each dawn has a similar blueprint. Okay, and in each dimension, dawn is fulfilling that blueprint in a different manner. For example, in this dimension, I'm fulfilling it as a spiritual teacher and intuitive guide. In another dimension, I could be fulfilling it um as a school teacher. I could be a school teacher in another dimension, or in another dimension I could be fulfilling it as a doctor, or I could be fulfilling it in another dimension as a mother, okay? Who is taking care of her children, or a housewife. Let's just say the housewife taking care of her children. I could have multiple different experiences happening at one time that are all accomplishing the same blueprint. Let's say that my blueprint is to awaken the collective or to spread the truth about who we are across these multiple planes. So I don't have to do it as a spiritual teacher and intuitive guide. I could do it in another capacity. Do you see what I'm saying? I could work through that same experience, that same goal or blueprint, having a different experience. Okay. So I am familiar with a lot of mine because I am aware that I exist in multiple different dimensions. When you become aware of that, you can tune in and connect to yourself in multiple different dimensions. Okay. When you're not aware of that, or you don't believe that, or you don't have a connection to it, you will have no idea how to connect to yourself in multiple dimensions. Okay. So, first and foremost, understand that concept. You exist across planes. Okay, now your soul knows all the lessons that are to be learned. They know the energies that are needed for you to accomplish this life task. And then they are set up. These lifetimes are set up so that you can seize the moment and learn these lessons. Okay, I keep hammering into you guys the lessons, the lessons, the lessons, because you guys aren't recognizing the lessons, the lessons, the lessons that are occurring in your everyday lives, and you're becoming stuck, 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 and stuck. And then the manifesting abilities that you have are becoming next to impossible because you're stuck. So let's get to your blueprint understanding so that you guys can feel really comfortable with it and start to step into it and get these lessons and purposes realized in this lifetime, in this one, because we don't need to do it again. Okay. All right. I've told you guys in the past, one way that you can identify your blueprint is to just look at kind of some of the issues that you're dealing with now in your life. Okay. Like, for example, who's dealing with financial difficulties? Who's dealing with relationships that just don't work out? Who's dealing with abandonment issues? Who's dealing with difficulty like being honest and telling the truth? Who's dealing with, like, look in your life right now at the issues you're dealing with. Step one, those issues that you're dealing with are part of your life lesson, or you wouldn't be dealing with it. Do you understand that everything you're dealing with is part of your life lesson, is designed to get you to what you came here to learn? So I know you guys are dealing with some of the obvious things, going to work, paying bills, trying to stay healthy. Yet not that, not those things. Okay. That's kind of your daily routine. I mean, the issues that keep you up at night. I mean, the issues that make you worry, question yourself, wonder, pray. These are the issues that are part of your blueprint. So let's first iron out like what those things are, and to get you to understand how to know what you are currently doing that is part of your soul's blueprint. All right. Number one, are the things that you're doing giving you energy or taking away your energy? Are the things that you're doing right now giving you energy or taking away your energy? If it's taking away your energy, guess what? Your blueprint is probably not being met. You're off a little bit. Okay? So let's clarify that. So doing what I'm doing now, you guys heard me. I was like, oh, I was out walking. I had to speed, run in here to make sure I got here to you guys because I wanted to get here because I enjoy doing these Monday night lives. I'm in alignment with what I'm supposed to be doing because I enjoy doing this. Okay. It gives me energy to do this. It doesn't take it away, it gives it to me. What are you doing right now? And where is your energy going? Is your energy being depleted? Nothing that is depleting your energy is in alignment with what you're here to do. If it's taking your energy, let's realize why and what's causing it so that we can get to the root of it and move you into where you need to go. Okay? Pay attention to if time is moving fast or slow for you. Okay, let me give you a hint. If these days are going by fast, you're like, oh my God, where does the time go? Like, oh my God, it seems like I just started, or man, I thought I was just doing this for 30 minutes. It's been 3 hours. Guess what? That is something you're in alignment with. If it is time moving slow, you keep looking at the clock, time standing still, seems like you really don't want to do it. Guess what? Not in your alignment. Okay. Your blueprint is showing you ding, 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 ding. This ain't it. Why it ain't it? Let's look at it. Why are you feeling that way? Are you feeling like you're being pulled in a direction that doesn't feel right? Meaning, are you being pulled in the direction of a relationship that you don't want to be in? Or are you being pulled into a direction of a career that is not exciting you? Are you being pulled into a situation where you're being asked to do something that you don't want to do? Guess what? Your blueprint is going, okay, let's sit back, let's evaluate. That's part of what you came here to learn because you ain't learned it because you're not feeling like you're in alignment. You're being pulled. Let's stop. Let's look. Let's reevaluate. Okay. Do you feel excited when you wake up? Do you want to get up? Are you ready to get the day going? Are you anxious to see what the day is going to bring? Or are you just going through the motions and saying, okay, it's almost Friday. It's Monday. So Monday's here. So Friday's right around the corner. Are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Okay. Like, why? Exactly what is it about the day that you don't want to go through? See, your blueprint is always being shown to you throughout your entire life. Okay. Remember, your blueprint has all the lessons and goals that you came here to learn. You know when you're on your blueprint when you don't feel happy and aligned, you don't feel content, you don't feel where you're supposed to be, then your blueprint is working. You're on your blueprint trying to work through all the stuff you came to work through to accomplish your goal and to get on the path and to have the life you created. So most of us are working through our blueprint because we ain't where we want to be. So your blueprint reinvents itself over and over and over again at different points in your life to accomplish the same goals that has been trying to accomplish since you got here. Okay. All right. Now, when you think about your blueprint, okay, I want to tell you guys why I'm really pushing these blueprints because I got to jump for a second. Let me jump. I'm going to tie this into something. So we have talked a little bit about the metaverse. Now they got commercials about the metaverse. You see it. You got the headset, the VR, virtual reality. It's coming. We know it's coming. Do we understand how the blueprint ties into the metaverse? Let me explain to you. So, the overall goal of the metaverse is to create a virtual world, okay, that is facilitated by the use of virtual reality, the headset, the augmented headsets, so that you can literally escape this reality and move into a reality that appears real. Now, the term metaverse was first adopted in 1982, I believe it was. There was a story, a novel called Snow Crash that introduced it. And in this, it was a virtual place where people would go to escape like their system of government. Okay. And so remember, you guys, there's some truth in movies, stories, books. You just got to know when that truth is being presented to you. Okay. And this was way earlier before now. And so this metaverse is going to be designed to entice you, okay, to want to kind of feel like you can get into this other world of pretend to escape this world, okay? What is the big goal of the metaverse? Once you get into that virtual world and you put that headset on and you pretend like you're in other places, the big goal that the powers that be are trying to do is to get you to be more robotic. Do you understand that? More robotic and less human. Okay. We can see that happening already. I don't know about you guys, but now there's such a employment shortage that when you go to the grocery store, remember there was self checkout. Well, now at our grocery store, besides just self checkout, you got a whole conveyor belt. Like you can literally, ring your stuff up, put it on the conveyor belt, like bag it, like you're your own cashier. Okay. And some stores now, as you see, don't have cashiers. You walk in, you literally scan and pay for your stuff yourself. The stores don't have, some grocery stores don't have employees in some places, okay? Because that's less human contact, right? Which is what we're trying to move towards. That's what they're trying to get you towards. And then ultimately, to possibly replace humans with androids, human like robots. Okay. Now, what is the one thing that makes a human different from another species? What do we know it is? Our emotions. Remember, humans have emotions. That's what makes us unique. So, how do you take or deaden the human being's existence? You remove the emotions, you decrease the amount of emotions that they display and convey. Okay. So I'm saying that to say, I'm going to get back to the blueprint. I'm going to tie this in because I know you guys are like, she's all over the place. But I need you guys to understand, if you understand the blueprint of why you're here, what you're here to accomplish and learn, the purpose of your soul, an android does not have a soul. An android does not have the human emotional component. It's what separates you from that. Okay. So as long as you understand your soul's purpose, understand your emotional connection to your soul and your guidance system, you stay in alignment and in the power. The more that this is trying to be stripped from you and make you more like that, like an android, then the more we lose this ability, hence our frequency, our vibration, our elevation, our advancement as a planet. Okay. We're already starting to get into robotic mode. How many of us scroll through our phones and, just on these social media sites? We're getting focused now on computers like robots. Our human interaction is becoming literally almost slim to none. We're fighting to keep that in existence. But if we understand our soul's blueprint, we understand it is totally contingent on human interaction. We cannot complete our soul's journey and lessons if we're not interacting with each other. Do you guys understand that? We can't elevate and increase our frequency if we're not in communication and interaction with each other. So I brought up the metaverse and the Android scenario and the blueprint because I need you guys to understand the connection between the two. Okay? All right. Let's keep going with the blueprint. Okay. Now, how do you really understand how to change your blueprint? Because you guys, for the people who are stuck, okay, the people who are holding on and have a difficult time detaching, you're not quite sure what you're detaching from. Um, let's get you a better grip on your current reality. All right. First of all, I want to teach you guys how to stay in awareness, how to stay in the now and don't get outside of it and get lost in all of the mainstream kind of goings ons that are all designed to distract you and take you off course. If you ever feel like you are off of alignment, meaning you feel fear, anxiety, anger, sadness, any emotion that brings down your energy and vibration, pull yourself up into awareness and into the now. How do you do that? I want you to literally take your physical eyes, look around the room, and start naming stuff that you see: wall, door, light, shoe. Those things are going to bring you into the now, into the moment. It's going to switch your brain off from that egoic illusion of the feelings that are not in alignment with who you are, because you're never created to be those low vibrational frequencies, not for long. You're designed to bounce back and to get in alignment. So when you find yourself doing that, just start naming things in your physical presence. I guarantee you guys, it will change your frequency. It's going to turn off your brain from those emotions, and then it's going to get you in the now, in this moment, and bring you back into your spiritual body and alignment. Just try it. Okay. Because the first thing I did when I got all of the feedback about the abortion thing, and I had a lot of people talking about it when I went to get a massage. People were talking about it in the waiting room, like they were doing. All I did, you guys, I looked at the water machine, the water cooler thing, or whatever, the machine that the water comes out. I start counting how many cups I saw at the water dispenser: 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup. Stay in the now. When you do that, you're pushing away. You're pushing the energy away that is designed to keep you down. Okay? Always do that. Stay in the now. Bring yourself back. Try it. I want you guys to try it. I guarantee you it's going to work. Okay? All right. So much with this blueprint stuff, you guys. So much incorporated with it, because your whole existence here is your blueprint. That's it's the whole reason you're here. Nobody, and people don't get that, and it's so much tied into it because so much is designed down here to distract you from your blueprint. So just imagine if you came down here with a whole blueprint, like a map of stuff you're supposed to do, and somebody keeps distracting you every time you take a couple of steps, or some event keeps distracting you and you can never get from point A to point B. Do you see how you never get to the end of the map? But now you're aware of that. So you have like tools to help keep you in alignment and focused on the map so you can get to where you're going. Because I guarantee you, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. You think we've had distractions? Oh, it's going to get real good. Real good. But always remember, say you can't get me because I'm playing this game and I know what's an illusion and I know what's in the now. I know what's real in this moment and what's not. I know what you're trying to show me with these, but I know with this. Otherwise, I am ahead of you. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. So keep going, keep doing it. Once you get that mindset, you guys, you get into manifesting and creating mode because you can't be stopped. No person, no situation or circumstance can get in your way because you get it. You get the game. Okay? I'm giving you all the nuggets I can give you to help you put in your pocket and pull them out when you need to because you hold all the superpowers, all the superpowers. Okay? All right. Going back to your blueprint. Oh, wait, you guys, I gotta get a drink of water. Hold on. Okay. This is what I want you guys to do. This is always fun. If you want to know like your blueprint and what you're working on and what your spiritual team is trying to help you with, introduce yourself to yourself. I know that sounds silly, right? I want you guys to say, "Hey, self, my name is Dawn," or say your name. Introduce yourself to yourself. Look in the mirror if you want to. That'd make it real interesting. When you're introducing yourself to yourself, tell yourself some things that you like and that you don't like, and then tell yourself why you don't like them. How about that? Then tell yourself like what your favorite animal is. And if you could reincarnate back to this earth, what animal you would want to be and why. And listen to what you tell yourself. Literally, you should record it. Take your phone and record yourself. When you listen to yourself, introduce yourself, you're going to find out a lot about what your soul is here to work on. Because I'm always explaining to you guys this person you see in the mirror is not who you are. It's not. So when you're talking to yourself, you're talking to your soul. Okay. So practice introducing yourself. Okay. And telling yourself things that you like and you don't like, some things that you want in your life, the things that you want out of your life and why. That's always a good one. You say, "Ooh, I'm tired of this debt because it is making me not be able to sleep at night, or it is causing me to have arguments, with my partner, or it is like, come on, talk it out. Tell yourself what you like and what you don't like. And then your soul is going to be revealing to you what you are working on in that moment. Do you understand that? You guys are programmed to seek assistance outside of you when all of the answers are right there within you. You have them all. Okay. I am an intuitive guide and messenger. Literally, I am just guiding you. Most of you are knowing things, you're seeking confirmation of these things. But your soul has already directed you, has already told you, has already laid everything out for you. You just are operating from a place of uncertainty because you don't practice. You don't practice following your own inner guidance very often, right? Because most of us haven't gotten to that point yet. But by introducing yourself to yourself, you gain perspective on your current reality because most of us are in la la land when it comes to our current reality. Like we are seeing and believing what we want to see and believe instead of actually seeing what is really happening and going on and showing us about us. Okay. All right. Questions so far? I want you guys to start thinking about what excites you and what is something that you could talk about all day. Because it's time for us to get into our blueprints. It's time for us to get into the map of where we're going. And the only way we're going to get to where we're going is to really understand what we want to get to. Because a lot of us have stopped that process. We're still in the moment, the motions of the routine, and we're not thinking beyond that. You guys are here for a purpose. If you're here during this time now, you didn't come here just to go to work and raise kids. That's not what you came to do. You came to do a little more. And I shouldn't say that's not what you came to do, but that's not all you came to do. Okay. What is it that you enjoy doing in your spare time? That's another indicator of what your blueprint is trying to get you towards. Okay. Trying to read what she said. What is it that you enjoy learning about? Some things that you guys can read and read and read and read and read about all day long. I hate to always bring up Tabitha Brown, but she always comes to my mind. So she is a vegan, right? Loves cooking vegan food and just did it because that's what she loved to do. Probably not going into it thinking it could be much more than a happy hobby. But when you get into what you really love to do and you're led to do it, even as something that you feel like is not for money, it almost always catapults into money because you're in such an alignment and momentum for what you're doing that everything lines up. But you got to know what gives you joy, what you enjoy. That's the hard part. People don't know what they enjoy anymore because we're so wrapped into what we have to do, not what we want to do. Okay. So look into what gives you joy and you'll look into your blueprint is trying to take you. What things did you enjoy doing as a child and why? As a child, I enjoyed playing school. I was the teacher always. How about that? Can you believe that? I enjoyed playing school and I enjoyed being a teacher. Well, look where I am now. Look at what I'm doing, you guys. Think about what you enjoyed doing as a child and why. It's going to take you. It's going to take you where your blueprint is trying to get you to. I'm trying to give you guys shortcuts on this blueprint because, see, some of you will ignore all the signs the blueprint is trying to lead you to, and the blueprint will try to take you from here to there, which is the end. But this is what y'all will do. Y'all will go here and 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 maybe here, but not in this lifetime. It'll be 2 lifetimes from now before you get to here. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do all these zigzags, round, round, up, down. Not anymore. Not anymore. The universe is saying, here, we're giving you guys the frequency now to where you can get the downloads of information that you need in order to go through the blueprint. Okay. So let us help you. Let us help you get there. But the thing is, you got to get the information and you got to move with it. You got to do something with it. Or life stays the same. Your experience stays the same, but in a different capacity. You keep getting the same experiences, but just with a different situation or a different person. If it's a relationship, you may keep getting relationships that just don't work out. If it's money, you may keep getting in a rut, financial situations where you're always underwater. Okay? Until this blueprint can get you to come out of it and to push away and move towards where you're being guided. Okay. All right. Understand, you guys. I tell you all the time about your soul team. Your soul team helped you organize your blueprint before you got here, helped you lay it out, helped you think of some of the experiences you were going to have. Remember, you have free will because how you handle things down here is up to you. How you handle the challenges that come your way, how you move in response to all of that is free will. All of that is free will. So I'm going to give you an example again. So let's say my blueprint said you're going to go down there and help awaken the collective. Okay. All right. So I moved. Let's say this is where that is. That's this point right here. So let's say I started right here. So in order to get to this point, let's say I started out as a therapist, as a speech therapist, which I did. Okay. Working with people, going to their homes, helping them therapeutically, la da 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 la da la da la da la da da. Okay. Then I had an awakening moment where I started to hear spiritual voices and get guidance. Let's say I ignored that, kept doing my thing, said, oh, I want more money. I'm going to now be in management. So I'm going to move this way and go in management and work for a company, do speech therapy. Now I'm getting downloads. I'm getting more information spiritually, guidance. Things are happening. Gifts are starting to be given to me, but I ignored them. Nope, not going to pay attention to them because they're not accepted and nobody's going to ostracize me. So I keep working at this level. Do 10 years, 20 years, da 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 da. And I keep having situations where my spiritual abilities are pushing me to go outside of my comfort zone to do what I'm doing now, and I ignore them. Well, something may happen on my blueprint, okay, that forces me to no longer be able to work in the capacity I was working in, okay? Hence COVID. Ha ha ha. And so now I'm forced to think of another means of income or another thing that I should be pursuing. I have time to sit and wonder and ponder. Now, what do I do? Okay, here's my blueprint. Remember, I'm starting to do one-on-one sessions. Do. I'm working towards it. I'm starting to talk to the collective. Do. I'm moving now towards my blueprint. You see? But I wasn't moving before, so something happened that shifted me out of that so I could move forward because I wasn't listening to the cues. I knew what was being told me. I just didn't want to do it. So if you keep not wanting to do it or move and change, things are going to keep happening to where you're pushed. What I failed to mention prior to COVID is I was working independently. I started to lose contracts, one contract after another contract after another. And I'm going, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm being pushed. The universe is pushing, pushing, pushing because it knows my blueprint. It knows where I got to get to. And so it's gonna push you in some direction. So for those of you who are trying to get these relationships, you are here to master the concept of self-worth, self-love, self-acceptance so that you can attract the partner of your desires, okay? If you ain't doing that, okay, you will stay single and on your own. The universe is trying to put you in positions to where you are doing things to take care of yourself. You ignoring it. Universe is trying to bring people in your life that will uplift and motivate. You move away. The universe brings like all the things you need to move you up, up, up to where you're going on that blueprint to get to where you're going, and you don't take it. And then guess what could happen? I'm just saying, this is hypothetical. This is a big hypothetical. Let's just say you happen to go to the hospital, you happen to be ill, and you happen to meet the love of your life while you laying on that hospital bed. Woo! Didn't the universe do it? Didn't it move things and shift things to get you to where you're going, to get you to a place of realization? Like, do I really need to be in a position of vulnerability and compromise to attract the person that I want when all I got to do is kind of get myself in alignment and together and increase my frequency and attract and bring it to me? But if we ain't doing it right or fast enough, not right, I can't, let me not say if we ain't doing it right. Let me not say that. If we're not following the guidance that is being given to us, then the universe got to push you in a direction that usually will sometimes knock you off your feet or be unexpected because it's got to get you to move on. It's got to get you to move on along the path somehow, some way. Okay. So now you're in the point of you don't have to do all that no more, y'all. You ain't got to wait for the universe to be pushing you around like that no more. You can follow the guidance and the steps because now you're aware. We used to not be aware. So we used to just take things as they happened and interpret them with our human interpretation of how things go and not our spiritual. And we used to just be way off and have to keep repeating this stuff over and over, lifetime after lifetime. We're not doing that now. We're now becoming aware of our blueprint. We are now becoming aware of what the heck we're trying to accomplish. And we're now becoming aware of the clues, cues, guidance, and directions that are being shown to us. It's just about us following it now, you guys, us being aware and following the guidance. Okay. So if you learn anything from tonight, understand you have a blueprint. I need you guys to get in contact or in touch with the blueprint. Make this experience you're having meaningful here. Use your time accordingly. Have fun, but understand what is going on around you and for you at all times. Okay, questions. Questions, questions, questions. I don't want you guys to get lost in that metaverse when it comes, because you'll get lost if you don't have any awareness or concept of this whole situation with the blueprint. Bajoran says, after what you said, I feel like I have an idiot. Oh, not idiot. I said I done called you an idiot. Lord, I done seen words that ain't there. Bajoran says, after what you said, I feel like I have an idea of my blueprint because there are things I really want to do and the setup is there, but I'm in my comfort zone. Bajoran, guess what? You're gonna get shook. You're gonna get shook out that comfort zone. This is what I want you to do. You can do one or two things. You can say, self, show me how to ease my way out of my comfort zone. You can do that. Or you could talk to yourself. Self, why am I in this comfort zone? Like, what is it that I'm afraid of? What is it that I fear? Show me. Either way, you're going to get some response, some guidance, some reflection on what and why and how and which way you should be going. Because the frequency is just that high here that the guidance is going to knock you down. Good observation, though, Bajorn. Good that you recognize that. Box Media says, I had a significant dream about a black dog and a white dog playing with me. I'm still trying to figure out what the message is. Okay, so you want to do a dream analysis. Is that what you want to do? Because we are on here talking about blueprints. Stop taking us off, Box Media 22. What does the dream mean to you? Start there, because I want you to understand, you guys, there is no wrong answer. When you guys analyze the dream, it's pretty much what it is, because your soul gives you what you need to interpret a dream. So think about that. Oh, you say you just popped up in here. It's okay. It's all right. But I want you to do that though, Box Media. I want you to first get your interpretation of it. See what your interpretation is. You have some interpretation. Don't ever say you have no idea, because you do. The first thought that came in your mind as it related to that dream is the dream, the meaning behind the dream. For sure. When I have people come to me for dream interpretations, they'll tell me the dream. And then when I kind of analyze it and we compare, they go, you know what? I thought that's what it was. So you just got to talk yourself through it. Derek says, getting outside into nature more, meditating daily, communicating daily with my team, manifested money, and got that program I told you about. I listen to my intuition more and I'm flowing. Thank you, Dr. Dawn. Thank your team, Derek. Thank your team. Bravo, bravo. All you got to do, you guys, is follow your intuition. Follow it once, twice, three times, you own it. Once you do it more than a couple of times, it becomes familiar to you, your spiritual team. You get connected and you can get more guidance and downloads because you're following the guidance. You guys, when you get it and don't follow it, it's where you stay uncertain all the time. You're always going to be uncertain until you start following. A Rose, she says, can't wait to book my spiritual team session. Okay, can't wait for you to come, A Rose Grows. I can't wait for you to come. Spiritual sessions coaching sessions are always fun for me because no two people have the same coaching session, because no two people have the same team. So I absolutely love it. Let me ask you something. Do I have any people in this room right now, on this live or on the replay, who people call you messy? like you are good for some good tea, like you love to hear gossip. You are always in the mix of things. You are the one that people go to find out who did the what, when, where, why, and how. Who does that? If you do that, you may not want to admit it, but let me tell you something. People who do that, you guys are spiritual messengers. Do you know that? Spiritual messengers usually start out like that. They carry the mess until they awaken to get the messages. I know that sounds strange, but that's usually how it is. So the messy people are the ones that haven't stepped into their calling, who have not become aware of their ability to connect with the spiritual realm and be the go between and relay the messages. Ironic, isn't it? But I got a lot of people who come in my coaching sessions who don't realize what their blueprint is leading them to. I just wanted to share that little fact with you guys, that little fun fact. A Rose says, what if you're doing great for a while, then things are always on a roller coaster? They have to be on a roller coaster, Eros. If they weren't, things weren't on a roller coaster down here, you wouldn't be on earth having an experience. You'd be in the higher dimensions, living your higher frequency and vibration life. So Earth is one of the hardest planets to incarnate to because there's a whole lot of dense energy down here and a whole lot of things happening. So it's always going to be roller coasters. Everybody has roller coasters down here. There's nobody down here that's exempt from that. So remember, the roller coasters are designed for you to get off. That's why I just gave you a nugget tonight to bring yourself back into the now by looking around and just start naming things and get yourself back on track and in alignment and get yourself connected to your inner spirit. Michelle says, can your blueprint be given to you all at once so you get it in stages? Okay, I think you mean, or can you get it in stages? Okay, usually you'll get it in stages. Oh, or that's what I thought you meant. Usually you get it in stages because your life is in stages. Okay, it's only now that we're increasing our awareness, and so a lot of us are getting downloads all at one time, and it's a little overwhelming, and we're having to kind of decipher the information and kind of like sort through it and make it make sense. But mostly it comes in stages because your spiritual team knows what you can handle and when. So, like most of you who are on here now with me, you could not have been on here with me if I was on like 7 years ago, right? Probably not. Your awareness 7 years ago isn't like it is now. So, your team moves you according to where you are and what you need at that moment. Okay, so absolutely, it comes in stages. Your awareness. All right, these are some good questions. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna wind it up in a minute. Ooh, my nose itches, you guys. That's a lot of spiritual presence. Oh, you're so welcome. So welcome, Michelle. Any more questions? You guys, please, if you have not already, please like or subscribe to my channel. Please, if this information resonates with you or you've received anything that has been helpful, I would appreciate it if you like, subscribe, share my channel. You guys, I'm trying to make it grow. I have made an agreement with the spiritual realm. I will give this information to the collective. I will put it out into the algorithm and let it do what it do. And so I appreciate the support that you guys give because I can only do as much as is pushed out into this algorithm. Okay. Thank you, V. She says, you always give helpful information. I'm so glad. And I'm so glad at the comment last week, somebody said something like, you always make it so easy to explain. So I'm like, okay, I guess I am not the one that goes so deep where people go, what? Huh? What did she say? So I guess that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. I try to make it where we are all one on the same page. Okay, any more questions? If there's not any more questions, I want to remind you guys, please visit my website at www.discoveringyourinnerlight.com. I will be teaching a course, an online course on July 9th. It is a 2-hour course. It's interactive. I teach you how to communicate with your angels and spirit guides and divine beings of light. It's been a pretty well received course. Last time I taught it was in April. I took a break because I had taught it pretty consecutively before that, but now it's back by popular demand. And so if you're interested in that, please go to my website, sign up for that. Seating and space is limited. I have to keep that class small because it's one-on-one with the whole group. It's hands-on with everybody because I got to help you guys with this, working with these beings of light. So it's best to keep the class small. So I say that because it closes pretty quickly. So I want you guys to make sure you look into that. If you're interested in one-on-one sessions, coaching sessions, intuitive guidance, spiritual coaching. Oh my God, you guys, my nose, my nose, my nose. If you're interested in any of those where you want to meet your team, find out from your team what the heck is going on in your life, where they're trying to get you to, and what's holding you up, book that. It's a spiritual coaching session. An intuitive guidance session is where you guys are stepping into your intuitive abilities. You are starting to experience things that you can't understand. You need questions, you need insight, you want to share your experiences. That's an intuitive guidance session. If you guys are having dreams, very vivid dreams, all dreams have meanings. You need help interpreting them. That's a dream interpretation session. Sign up for that. If you guys are interested in learning how to detach and release from energetic blockages that are holding you back, you can't sign up for that without having a spiritual coaching session first. That's the prerequisite for that. You got to do a spiritual coaching session first to find out from your guides kind of what's going on, what's holding you up, and what's causing you to have blockages. And then we move you into detachment and release of that blockage. Because in your session, they'll kind of tell me what I need to do with you. Okay. So just go to the website, look into all that stuff. I'm trying to provide services based on the needs that you guys share with me that you have. As a collective, we are going to do this thing. We're going to get through this darn matrix. We are going to have the best experience that we can have, and we are going to manifest and create the life that we desire, right? Because we can. That's what we came here to do, and we're going to do it. Okay? All right. So if that is it, you guys follow me on Instagram at Discovering Your Inner Light. I'm going to be doing a live really soon with a very special guest, and I'm going to I haven't even confirmed it with this person yet, but I'm going to confirm it because I think they're going to do it. It's going to be fun. But you guys just follow me on Instagram, Discovering Your Inner Light. And I got a new logo. Just look for her, the woman with the fire in her belly. Okay. So it has been a pleasure. I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight. I have enjoyed all of you. Please don't come next Monday. It's the 4th of July. I ain't going to be here. I'm not doing it. I will be here the following Monday. Okay. July 11th, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I feel real good, I may put together a video and upload it, but it won't be live. Okay. I'll see about that if I can do that. All right. Everybody take care. You guys have a good night. And remember, interview yourself. And get to your blueprint. All right. Good night, everybody. Take care.